We're just eyeballing it today.
It's the short hair and the makeup and the clips. Hey guys, this is Sun. How are you guys doing today? I'm going to give some tips for those that are just entering college. It's just going to be a sit-down type of talk. I'm drinking Milkis carbonated milk yogurt drink. I'm not sponsored by them. I wish I was. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips along with a couple of questions that my friends asked. I don't know if they're going to be relevant or not, but this is mainly for those that are going into college or just got into college. I just recently graduated as an engineering management major. I minored in Chinese and entrepreneurship. I'm 23 years old. I look like I'm 16. First thing is expect big changes and growing up. This one's kind of obvious. I do have a couple obvious ones and a couple of tips that are really good. I am not drinking alcohol because there's probably kids watching. You might think that you've grown up in high school, but college is different. There's different people. You're surrounded by a lot of mature people, grown up, smart people. Changes in your lifestyle, especially if you're moving out. You're not going to stay the same as you are now, especially if you're a freshman. There was a lot that happened to me, so this is like my experience from when I was a freshman to when I graduated this year. I didn't even move out, but life changes, friendships. Second tip is please do extracurricular activities, clubs, things like that, and also internships. If you have a chance to do internships, they look great on your resume. If you do clubs and extracurriculars, put that on your resume because people want to see dynamic people with a lot of personality. So if you do different clubs, if you volunteer, that looks really good on your resume. Plus, you want to experience new things. So when I first started college, get into like 7 clubs and 1 sorority or fraternity, so there was a lot going on. When I first started college, I joined a dance team. I was really fond of them. I really missed the dance team. I was on a dance team called Rhythm Inc. and it was super fun. I had dance practices day and night. I ate out with those friends. The next tip is to focus on your projects and your homework. You may think that they're not important, but later on it will be important, especially for a class that's a part of your major. Please do your homework and don't just copy off answers because you're trying to learn the class and not just, you know, get by the class. You might use that knowledge at work and you're gonna forget all of it if you didn't do the work. Look into the programs that you learn. Program that you learn is very important, like any software that you learn. That really looks good on a resume because it shows that you know how to complete a project, and real life is just about projects. And doing projects and stuff leads to my next point, is that you want to focus on things that would help you in the future. When I first started college, I didn't think about that too much because I didn't really know what I was gonna do in the future, and I didn't know how important projects were. I didn't know how important, you know, doing extracurricular things besides my dance team was. Anything you do can build your career nowadays. All right. Next tip is to go to your advisors and go to a tutoring center, go to career services to get the help that you need. We have a career services center at our school that helps us, you know, prepare for interviews, have mock interviews, prepare for job fairs. We get a lot of job fairs. There's a lot of classes I've taken that I haven't asked for help because I just wasn't in the emotional state to ask for help, and I felt like I wouldn't get enough help if I asked for help. I just didn't care about the class, and now I feel like I haven't learned as much as I could have learned. The next point, especially for those in high school wanting to go to college 4-year, don't bring your high school drama into college. Don't bring your past into your college. It's just not good. Whatever happened in high school, you want to just leave in high school. Think of it as you're starting a new life, which you are. Make friends with your classmates and start study groups. Not only will you get help from each other and help each other, you'll also meet new friends along the way. What I always do in class when I get super shy, and I'm a very extroverted person, but I still get very shy, especially talking to new people in class, either doing group work or if I was sitting next to someone, he seemed like he's a smart person or he seemed like he's very easy to get along with, the next day I'll go sit with him because, you know, you don't get assigned seats. Oh, I see we're doing this. Do you need help on this? And I met one international student that I was just very like attracted to, as in like I really wanted to be her friend. And one day we finally had a class together. I was super happy, and the second day I sat next to her, and then I remember the third day I got her breakfast, so it was just super nice. Even though she moved all the way to New York, we're still in touch and we're still friends. The next tip that I really want to stress is watch your eating habits, your sleeping habits, and your health. You want to put that first. Yes, schoolwork is very important and it will help you in the future, but how you eat will help you currently. And I fell into this hole blaming my emotions for the way I ate. Just eat healthy, sleep the 8 hours you need to. Sleeping really helps because you remember things better like right before you sleep and in the morning. So after you study just that little bit, please go to sleep and get your 8 hours of sleep. If you need to, study earlier. Me holding the camera like, eat better! My own experience was that I started eating bad because I got onto my dance team and every night we would go out to eat. But we first started going out to eat at boba places. Talking about fried chicken, fried calamari, all at night, and that's how I started gaining weight. But I gained like 10 pounds just by eating at night. Binge eating because I felt like I was gaining weight that first time. Because of that, I decided to not eat and starve myself, and then I started binge eating and all of that stuff. So I don't want you to become unhealthy like I was before. If you're walking around campus at night, or if you're just walking out at night, I really recommend walk with someone, or have someone, like if you're walking to your car, have someone walk you to your car. And my campus is really safe, but even then I would have someone walk me to my car because it's just the safe thing to do. The next tip, and this is important too, all these tips are very important. These are just like the top most important tips for college, is to make a schedule. Plan every single day and plan, you know, what you're going to do at what time, and that will help you a lot to figure out, you know, this is the class I gotta go to, and after class I'm going to eat, and after I eat I'm going to go to the gym, blah blah blah, you know, all of that. Write it down, whether it is on a schedule notebook, what do they call it? Oh, a planner, or like on a spreadsheet, on your calendar. Being a very successful person is to make a schedule. Being a very successful person, making a schedule is part of it.
Making a schedule is part of being a very successful person. I can't talk.
The last tip I'm going to give you guys is that you should take a minor in something that you enjoy. I'm not saying that your profession is boring or something. I'm not saying that like you wanting to be a teacher, a scientist, or a nurse is boring, but having those extracurricular activities and having a minor like I'm going to talk about is going to help your sanity. I know your workload is very heavy. In the beginning, I really recommend you have a minor, whether it's like in an art field or something that you really like. So I took a minor in Chinese, and that helped me so much because I love learning Chinese and was able to keep my mind away from the engineering stuff for a quick second. Also looks good on your resume that you have a minor. Minoring in something really helps, because maybe one day you're going to do something you want to do in your minor. So I'm going to move on to 2 questions that my 2 friends asked on Instagram. I have one friend who's a sophomore who asked me how to survive. Really different for everyone, but I feel like planning it out is a really big part of surviving college. Friends help your sanity and planning helps your future. If you're talking about how to survive classes and stuff, man, that's tough because it's hard for me to survive classes too. It's a tough 5 years, guys. I'm not saying it's not tough. It's been really tough, and it's going to be tough for everyone. It's not an easy road to follow. Then my friend asked, who is in the same position as me right now, how do I get rid of student loans? Well, I don't know, because it's not going to disappear until we ask the government and the government signs something and take all of our student loans for us. So if that doesn't happen, then we have to handle our student loans ourselves by getting a job. You should really look into loans. You should really apply to as many scholarships as you can to help your loans. Incoming freshmen and also high school students, apply for those scholarships. There's a lot of like terminology for loans, and there's a lot of things that goes into loans, so I would really look into it before you accept your loan. That's all for my video. Hope these tips help a lot for you and that you get through college. Some of these things I wasn't told, and I never watched videos about going to college when I was in high school, so I never understood about it, and I never looked at tips about college. I made my own video where it's like tips for high school freshmen. You can watch it here. Please comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and also follow me on my Instagram, my TikTok. Put in the comments what you want me to do next. If you have any requests for me to make videos, I'm back again, so I'm free to make videos because I'm just finding a job. So yeah, bye-bye.